watching for these two teams. It's the Steelers going up against the Ravens. With that, let's get you up to M&T Bank Stadium. On the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Complete. Richardson has it. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And it's fourth down.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Mariota on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So the offense has it first and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Perriman in motion right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run for the first time with Roddy Hillman. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Second down following the run. Hillman again. And down to the 36-yard line here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Running right, this is Hillman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
To throw Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. That one goes for yards, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
This is Hillman on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now with Juszczyk. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ronnie Hillman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Brought in by Coates. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it on.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. A second down throw here for Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room analyzing what this offense does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He could just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you better file that away a little bit. Maybe think about some play action down the road. You might catch him deep.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Over the middle here to Coates. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They come up in an offset eye. Mariota now on 2nd down. And this one caught by Max Williams. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
A handoff, Ronnie Hillman. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. Third and long here for Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. C.J. Mosley in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that brings up fourth down. Here's Drew Butler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down, Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for Baltimore first. Tenth carry now for Ronnie Hillman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. Back with more Let's see playoff action after this timeout. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff. It's Hillman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefit to that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They run. Ronnie Hillman. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to run with Hillman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Mariota to throw it this time. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Cameron Hayward with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wheaton with a catch right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Second down following the incompletion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the half here. Mariota backing up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. It's a gift for Hillman running right. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Play action now. Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Wheaton's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 16 yards there. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Complete. Richardson has it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And Green with a catch left side. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out here in the eye. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player. Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Back here we go.
After the penalty, it's Bell. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They're going to hurry back to the line now. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll run it with Bell. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? You keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They'll go with a keeper. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, Hillman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. They'll sneak it with Mariota. He only needed a few inches. He didn't even get that. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he gets it down to the 32. Back now in Baltimore. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. A screen to Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. First down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told us,
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Ravens taking the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now Hillman, he has been active this afternoon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. He'll dump it down to Hillman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And carry number 20 now for Ronnie Hillman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run. Hillman. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They own the offensive line, which allows the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. This is Bell on the dump off. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
This is Hillman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They keep it on the ground. Hillman. And he's got some space here. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now, back in my old days, before college, I played a little bit of offense. I used to love to pitch the ball to my backs. How about that pitch right on that play?
Yeah, going right. People run to the right more than to the left, don't they, in real life and in video games.
That is true. A lot of offenses constructed to run to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Those big tackles, usually your power blockers.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That